Did the Simpsons predict weather control technology? We deep dive this prediction in this video, and stick around until the end for the answer of this fun trivia question. What famous celebrity did Marge Simpson kiss when she died and went to heaven in the season 35 finale? We analyzed all Simpsons episodes and have 5 predictions that may happen over the month of August. And if you missed our July predictions video, we called that July will be filled with floods all over the country, just as the Simpsons predicted. Yeah, the same show with a yellow cartoon family that's somehow been eerily accurate about predicting future events for over 3 decades. Sounds crazy. Let's not forget they nailed Donald Trump's presidency years before it happened.
We've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
They hinted at the Disney-Fox merger before it was even a business rumor. They showed FaceTime before the iPhone was a thing, and predicted smartwatches when most of us were still rocking flip phones. So what are they predicting for August 2025? Stick around and we will unpack 5 new predictions. Each prediction we cover is more unbelievable than the last. This list will make you look at old episodes in a whole new way.
Can I have some applesauce?
Hey Norman, how's it going? So you got dragged down here too, huh?
And here's the kicker. One of these predictions might already be happening right now. How does Matt Groening keep doing this? And remember, it's not Matt Groening, it's Matt Groening. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button if you've ever watched The Simpsons and thought, wait, didn't this already happen? And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next video, especially because the last prediction on this list might blow your mind. So buckle up, stay curious, and get ready, because we're diving right into prediction number 1 right now. Prediction number 1, weather control technology.
Take one last look at the sun, Springfield.
Does your house have a blue roof? If it does, you will be safe from fires if the government decides to shoot lasers in your city to make way for the new smart cities.
Got that, Simpson?
Yes, sir.
In the episode, Who Shot Mr. Burns? Mr. Burns does what no billionaire had dared to dream. He builds a mechanical contraption that literally blocks out the sun. It's classic Simpsons absurdity. Or is it? Fast forward to today, and that once hilarious plot twist is starting to look suspiciously like a science headline.
I didn't do it.
Real-life geoengineering is becoming more than theory. Cloud seeding, it's already being used in over 50 countries. Solar geoengineering, billionaires like Bill Gates have funded studies that explore releasing particles into the sky to reflect sunlight. Sounds familiar? That's basically Mr. Burns' plan in cartoon form. And in 2023, Dubai made actual rain using drones that zap clouds with electricity. Yep, cloud hacking is a thing now. But what's eerie is how The Simpsons put this out there decades ago. The question now isn't if weather control exists, it's who's using it and why.
Well, I couldn't possibly solve this mystery. Can you?
Soon we could see intense global tensions rising over who controls the skies. Imagine one country creating artificial rainfall while another suffers a mega drought. What if weather manipulation is weaponized, used to trigger hurricanes, sabotage agriculture, or cool down only select regions? It may sound like a sci-fi script, but many believe we're on the edge of a weather tech arms race. And let's not forget, in 2024 alone, we saw record-breaking heat waves, freak snowstorms in summer, and storms hitting places that never get storms. Coincidence? Or early signs that someone or something is already tweaking the climate knobs? The Simpsons weren't joking. They might have been offering us a goofy cartoon warning wrapped in a joke about a cranky old man and his sun-hating vendetta. So the prediction? A public controversy, possibly even a major news story tied to weather manipulation. Whether it's intentional cloud control, sun-dimming experiments, or accusations of climate warfare, it's coming, and The Simpsons saw it coming first. We have been having a major increase in wildfires and floods all over the country. Is it just a coincidence where these wildfires are taking place? Expensive states like Hawaii and California may be the perfect place to introduce a smart city. Just make sure if you live in a rich town that you to paint your roof blue. Is this classic global warming and climate change?
Well, you're certainly doing your job today, Mr.
None of this
Sun.
would have happened if you had been here to keep me from acting stupid.
Or is it chemtrails, H.A.R.R.P, and other weather modification devices at work here? According to The Simpsons, they already know and predicted blocking out the sun.
Eternal darkness.
Well, that's just great.
Now, before we dive into underwater homes that are becoming real-life beachfronts, drop a comment. Would you trust the government or corporations with a weather remote? Let us know in the comments. Smash that like button and hit subscribe for prediction number 2, because The Simpsons might have also predicted how you'll be living under the sea.
Uh-oh. My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
Prediction number 2, living underwater. In the episode Future Drama, The Simpsons took a bold leap into speculative living, showing prom night held underwater and Homer proudly introducing his fully submerged dream house.
No, Mom dumped you because you blew all our money on this underwater house.
At the time, it was a hilarious bit of animated futurism. Today, it's inching closer to actual blueprints. Across the globe, architects and developers are making undersea housing a reality. And no, we're not talking about scuba shacks or gimmicky hotel rooms. These are long-term, innovative structures designed for underwater or aquatic life. Take the Maraca in the Maldives, for example. Perhaps the most famous example of underwater luxury today. It's a residence with an entire bedroom suite below sea level, offering 180-degree views of passing marine life. You sleep literally beneath the ocean in a structure that Homer Simpson might have booked for vacation. In Norway, Under is both a fine dining restaurant and marine observatory. It's also Europe's first underwater structure designed for public use, making everyday activities like dinner a deep sea experience. And that's not all. The Sentinel habitat in the UK is testing a permanent underwater habitat that simulates life on Mars. The developers hope to eventually house scientists and civilians beneath the surface full time. Meanwhile, the Maldives floating city, supported by Dutch engineering firm Dutch Docklands, aims to create a full-scale community of modular floating neighborhoods for up to 20,000 residents. And in the Netherlands, the Schoonship and Waterbert projects demonstrate that water-based residential living isn't just possible, it's happening. These concepts echo Homer's aquatic home in Future Drama. He may have been goofing around in a sea bubble, but real engineers are now designing entire neighborhoods meant to exist under or directly on water. And the motivations aren't sci-fi anymore. They're survival, innovation, and lifestyle driven. Even tech giants like Microsoft are experimenting with submerged data centers, and renewable energy firms are mapping out underwater grids. The underwater space is becoming a frontier, not just for tourism, but for science, tech, and sustainable living. So the prediction?
Throw a treasured personal item into the fire.
Okay.
Not a firecracker!
We'll see at least one new undersea housing prototype or resort revealed, possibly even backed by big tech or ecotourism companies. Would you live underwater if it meant sleek views, futuristic design, marine neighbors, and a life straight out of sci-fi? Drop a comment and hit that subscribe button if you think Homer was onto something all along. Before we get to prediction number 3, remember to stick around to the end of the video for the answer of our trivia question: who was the famous celebrity that Marge Simpson was kissing and going to marry in the season 36 finale? Now, let's continue the predictions with prediction number 3, digital political campaigns. In the episode Sideshow Bob Roberts, The Simpsons hilariously mock the political process.
It makes no difference which one of us you vote for. Either way, your planet is doomed.
As Sideshow Bob runs for mayor, powered not by public trust, but by manipulation, misinformation, and a whole lot of media noise. Sound familiar? Today's political landscape is shifting fast. In recent years, we've seen politicians leverage deepfake videos, AI-generated voices, and bot armies on social media to shape public opinion. Political campaigns are becoming digital battlegrounds, and The Simpsons seem to see it coming long ago. But let's jump to what could happen in right now. We're entering an era where a political candidate's campaign might be entirely run by AI, not just social media managers using scheduling tools, but actual AI that writes speeches, generates policy blurbs, and responds to voters through chatbots in real time. Even more chilling, deepfake tech is now so advanced, it's possible to fake entire press conferences. Just this year, researchers demonstrated AI systems that mimic politicians' voices and mannerisms with uncanny accuracy. It won't be long before we question whether we're watching a real politician or just a convincing clone. This prediction isn't science fiction anymore. In 2024, a mayoral candidate in Wyoming experimented with AI-generated town hall meetings. In India, AI avatars were used in campaigns to multiply candidate presence across dozens of rallies. So what might August 2025 look like? A national-level political figure could announce their campaign with AI-generated materials, or worse, try to deny a scandal using a deepfake counter video. Sideshow Bob may may have won the mayor's seat through cartoon trickery, but in our world, political manipulation is getting a digital upgrade. The Simpsons once again satirized a concept we're now confronting for real. What happens when public trust is up against artificial influence? Would you vote for a politician whose campaign was fully run by AI?
Too. So did Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper. Even the Pet Cemetery voted.
So, what does it look like right now this year? A national-level political figure could announce their campaign with AI-generated materials, or worse, try to deny a scandal using a deepfake counter video. Would you vote for a politician whose campaign was fully run by AI? Let us know in the comments, and hit like if this prediction creeps you out a little. Now, coming up next, a cryptocurrency that could go from punchline to presidential, and it might have a very familiar last name. And remember, still have the trivia answer coming up. Prediction number 4, the next meme coin, launched by another Trump family member? Let's talk about crypto chaos and how the Simpsons once again might have predicted it all. In the episode Frink Coin, Professor Frink invents a digital currency that quickly skyrockets in value, creating sudden fame, wealth, and inevitable backlash. It's a spot-on parody of the crypto craze, and a warning about how tech hype can spiral out of control. And of course, Mr. Burns tried to dominate wealth through his usual monopolistic schemes. These characters mirror the real-life tension between idealistic tech founders and greedy market manipulators. Now here's where it gets weird. Long before Bitcoin went mainstream, a sign labeled Crypto Barn was spotted in a 1997 episode. This was decades before most people even knew what cryptocurrency was. Did the Simpsons know something we didn't? And that brings us to today. What's the next crypto prediction? Here it is. A Trump-backed meme coin, possibly launched by none other than Baron Trump. It sounds wild, but consider this. Donald Trump has already dabbled in digital currency. He launched the Trump coin this year, and even Melania Trump had her own coin project the same year. Combine that with the family's unmatched influence online, and you've got a perfect recipe for a viral token. If Baron launches a crypto coin, especially one that feels satirical or meme-driven, it could explode. Imagine a coin called $BARR that surges on the back of Trump followers, meme investors, and anti-establishment hype. Picture this, a coin called Baron Token, promoted online as the next Doge. Backed by memes, influencers, and political chaos. It wouldn't need to be serious. That's what makes meme coins thrive. And if it catches on, it could generate millions in hype before crashing just as fast. It would mirror Frink Coin almost exactly, rising on emotion, fueled by ego, and falling under the weight of speculation. And if that happens, the Simpsons wouldn't just have predicted crypto, they would have nailed its cultural arc. From Professor Frink's idealism to Mr. Burns' greedy manipulation, the show captured the full crypto spectrum before Bitcoin even hit mainstream. So the next big meme coin, it might not come from Silicon Valley or Reddit. It might come from Mar-a-Lago. Would you invest in a Trump-backed meme coin, or is that a red flag wrapped in a blockchain? Let us know in the comments, and hit like and subscribe if you've ever lost money on a coin named after a dog. And now, get ready for prediction number 5, because your brain might be the next thing that gets upgraded. Prediction number 5, VR and brain tech integration. In the episode Holidays of Future Past, The Simpsons give us a glimpse of the distant future where VR isn't just about gaming, it's a part of everyday life. Lisa and Bart's kids are plugged into virtual worlds. Family members communicate through holograms, and memories are stored and played back like digital scrapbooks. Sound far-fetched? Not anymore. In 2023, Apple unveiled the Vision Pro, a sleek, mixed reality headset that blends VR with your physical surroundings. Meta is pushing its metaverse harder than ever, but the real game changer? Companies like Neuralink and Synchron are developing brain-computer interfaces, tiny implants that allow you to control devices with your thoughts. These aren't prototypes anymore. In early 2024, the first human received a Neuralink implant and successfully used it to move a cursor with their mind. What used to be a Black Mirror plotline is now an FDA-approved trial, and The Simpsons showed this tech years ago. In multiple future-themed episodes, we see Springfield residents living in hyper-connected digital worlds, wearing immersive gear, or casually swapping brain data. These weren't just sci-fi gags, they were sneak peeks into what Silicon Valley is now racing to build. So what's the prediction for today? We'll see at least one commercial-level integration between brain tech and consumer VR. Think gaming with just your mind, or controlling smart homes without touching a thing. It might start with niche devices, but the dominoes are falling quickly. And what happens when your memories, habits, and even emotions become uploadable data? The Simpsons pose that exact question, with jokes of course. But behind the laughs is a pretty serious warning. Just because you can plug your brain into the web doesn't mean you should. Are we heading toward the most immersive experiences ever, or giving up privacy at the most personal level? Would you try VR that connects to your brain directly, or is that where you draw the line? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe if you're curious or terrified about where this tech is heading. And now, the answer to our Simpsons trivia question. Earlier we asked, in the season 35 finale, is Stranger Things, which surprising character appears in heaven talking to Marge? The answer is Ringo Starr. Yep, the legendary Beatles drummer shows up in heaven with Marge in one of the wildest endings of the season. Just another reminder that the Simpsons will never run out of ways to surprise us, even in the afterlife.
There's a shrimp tower.
Okay, Ringo. And I'm just so glad we're allowed to marry different people in heaven.
Each of these predictions started out as a joke, or at least a cartoon exaggeration, but now they're creeping closer to our reality with every passing month. So the question is, did the Simpsons simply guess right, or do they know something the rest of us don't? If any of today's predictions blew your mind or made you laugh nervously, do us a favor and hit that like button. It helps more curious minds find this content and keeps the algorithm from being run entirely by Mr. Burns. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more eerie predictions, pop culture deep dives, and breakdowns of what might be hiding in plain sight. And if you missed our last episode, we reveal the next president of the United States, and it is not Donald Trump, it is someone just a little more spicy. Until then, stay weird, stay curious, and stay skeptical. And remember, if something weird happens in August 2025, The Simpsons probably called it. And remember, keep watching the skies, and The Simpsons Hidden Timelines.